Hi there, and welcome to my ICT Hub, where we make ICT concepts easier. This is John, your ICT tutor. Today we are looking at presentation software. We'll be using our IGCSE ICT 0417, the October-November 2024 paper 2 is what we'll be concentrating on for this particular lesson on presentation. We'll be making use of Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2021 version. Alright, so if you're ready, I'm excited and I'm ready. Let's get in. Alright, the question is still, this is the October-November 2024 edition. Presentation is on the 10th page. Alright, so here we are on task 4, presentation. If you didn't watch my videos, I had worked on the document production and on the data manipulation, that's database. You could catch up on those videos if you've not watched it. Please, you can go back and watch it so you could get the full lesson or the full tutorial on this particular question. Okay, on task 4 presentation, let's start. You are going to create a short presentation, obviously. Now, all slides must have a consistent layout and formatting. Now, let's start by create a presentation of 8 slides using the file this climate.rtf. That's a rich text format file. So let's open that on our presentation application. So here are my PowerPoint. You don't open it in MS Word like I tell my students. Do not open the source file in the MS Word, because an RTF file doesn't mean you should open it first in your MS Word. Go directly and ensure that the file is not opened in the MS Word environment or in the document presentation application. Now, when you get to where your source file should be found, the RTF, because this is a PDF, it's going to be looking, the default settings is to open a PDF, not a PDF, a PowerPoint, beg your pardon, a PPT file, .ppt extension file. But it's not finding anyone here. So what you do is to click here and say it should display all files. Alright, so now once all files are displayed, we want to open the file N2402 climate.rtf, and that's this file. So let's open up the file, and there the PowerPoint will open the file. So let's enable editing. Okay, here we are. Once again, I said I'm using PowerPoint 2021, Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2021 version. Alright, so let's go back to the question and continue. Now, having opened that, it says, unless otherwise instructed, the slides must display a title and a bulleted list style. So this is a layout we're talking about. So let's take a look at this. Is the title bullet, title bullet, title bullet, title bullet, title bullet, title bullet. All right, so we're in order. It's all in the title bullet layout. Now we go to 21. Says place in the header automated slide number right aligned for the slide number. Now place in the footer your name, center number, and candidate number. The location was not specified, whether center, left, or right. Now make sure the header and the footer appear in the same position on every slide and no item overlap on any slide. In past other questions, the instruction here is always make use of your master slide to get this done. So, well, it's not that you can actually do this without the master slide also, but to move your page number, you might not be able to do that slide number without the master slide. So let's see how to get this done, relocating our master slide and why I said so. Okay, so for the view now, let's go to our view and we want to see the master slide. Now remember, when you come to the master slide, take note of the slide. You shouldn't be on any of, you should be on the very first slide, which is actually the slide master. Alright, so now this shows the page number and the footer. If you are to use this default one that is here, you have to remember to insert, go and turn on the header and footer. That is to turn on the slide number, turn on the footer, and apply it to all before you can make use of them. But if I don't want to make use of them, I kind of prefer to draw it, so I could just instead go to insert. It's a shape or a text box, right? It says the slide number at the top right. So I have it there at the top right, and I want to insert the slide number. So this is the slide number. Can you see that? Set the slide number there. I could even adjust it, make it bigger. I like, because sometimes when you are printing 2-in-1, the slide number might not show. So I like to make it bigger and ensure the font size is, yes. So you'll be sure it will display. Then for the footer, like I said, you could type in here, but instead I want to take it away and insert a text box also. This works much easier. Once you have a text box inserted, it would automatically display on every page or every slide in this presentation. So there I have my name, John once again, NJ123 and 001. If I want it center aligned, if I want it bold, I could do anything I want to, make it bigger. All right, but just ensure that it does not overlap. That is the instruction. It does not overlap anything in the document. So now once you are done with these two, you can let's close a slide master and take a look at it. All right, we have a slide number and the slide and your footer. Okay, let's check through 2, 3, 4. Yes, all the slides, we don't have any overlap. Okay, we are good with that. Let's move on. The next question says, on the slide with the title, Consequences of Global Warming, select the 5 bulleted items after the text, weather events including, and format them to look like this. Okay, so these are the texts we're talking about. So let's go to that slide, Consequence of Global Warming. Okay, here we have it, Consequence of Global Warming. And now we want to change the bullets. All right. First, we want to move that in. Using your tab key, you can move that in. But if you use your tab, you are changing the different orientation or the position, the size of the indent. And you want to keep the sizes intact. So rather, what I would advise is just turn on your ruler. And you can move the tab indents, the tab stops. Okay. Yes, you can move that in there that way. Then you want to change the bullet. Notice it's not really a button, it's more like it's a dash that we have there. So you want to change it to a dash. So let's go look for more bullets. And we don't have a dash here, so I just want to customize it and pick a dash. All right, there's a dash. And there I have my bullets. Lastly, if you take a look at it, it's in italics. All right, so I want to make that in italics. It's positioned under D, so let's move this again. Okay, and I want to move this in also. Yes, so I think now it looks like what we want. Good. But there are two ways to it. Like this is the first way. Either you have it done this way, or if you use your tab key, then after using your tab key, then you want to edit this level. But on another way, you could go to the master slide to edit the different tab location, the different levels of tab. But this is quicker instead of editing in the master slide. So now once this is done, let's move on. The next question says, delete the slides with the title Organic Farming Process and Carbon Sinks. All right, let's look for the slide. Organic. Okay, no, sorry, is it from the beginning? Yes, okay, so this way we have organic farming practices, organic farming practices and carbon sinks. All right, so I delete the slide, carbon sinks. All right, now those two slides have been deleted. The next thing says, use the data in the file, these emissions, okay, to create a pie chart to show the emissions for each economic sector for the year 2020 only. So let's locate that file. It's a CSV file. Emissions. Okay, here we have, let's open that file. It's going to open in a spreadsheet application program. All right, we want to deal with charts. Okay, let's close this. I want everything fully displayed, so I'm just going to highlight and double click. All right, so it's fully displayed now. Sorry. Now we have to create a pie chart to show the emissions for the economic sector for the year 2020 only. Sorry about that. So where is 2020? Here we have 2020. Let me make it bigger so you can see. That's 2020, and we also want the different economic sectors. So now we want to highlight these, only the details that we need. Then to highlight 2020, you want to hold down your control key on your keyboard and highlight this. So that way you're able to pick the two, this column and here on this column. Please do not pick the top column there, the title. All right, let's move on. Or if you want to do that, then you have to do. But this is a pie chart, so I advise you don't pick the title there. You click on this. Let's go with the pie chart, and there, that's my pie chart. Just using the the details of the document, the data as requested. So let's continue with the question. Now label the chart with the title Global Emissions. Okay, so I want to copy that and let's go to the chart title. Right, so that's the chart title. What else do we have to do? Now the next thing says format the chart to display only the economic sector names and percentages as chart sector labels. All right, so let's go there. I want to pick on the chart. Let's close this. Go to the plus sign there. Then you want to work on the labels because you need to format it. And let's go with more options. Now let's take a look at, we said only percentage and the chart names. So I want the percentage. I don't want the value. I want the category name. Nothing else, just those two. The percentage and the category name. Yes. Very well, so that's what is requested. All right, we have that. It's looking a bit modular, but just let's keep working. Now it says format the chart to display only the economic. Okay, percentages, we've done that. Position these labels outside each of the sectors. So we still go back the plus. Oh, I got it. Sorry, click on this. Go to the labels and let's see outside. Yes, we want it outside. That's it. We have center, inside, we want outside. So now we click on that, it's positioned outside. Now do not display a legend, but here we have legend, so we want to turn off the legend. Okay, now we turn off the legend, it's much bigger. Okay, it's coming out good. Next thing now says enhance the chart display by pulling out only agriculture, forestry, and other land use from the other chart resources. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, this is agriculture. So we want to pull out this first. You click on the chart, click again a second time to pick just that particular part of the chart. Then you can click and drag it out. Yes, that way you want to create a little bit more of emphasis on it to enhance the chart because we are speaking about this. Now, what are the things? Place the charts to the left of the buttons on the slide. Okay, so I think that's about it for editing in the chart space. Okay, that's all we need to edit. We've done every field is visible. Okay, every category. Now let's move. Place the chart on the left of the bullet on the slide with the title Industry Sources. Okay, industry, sorry. I was trying to go to the slide. Okay, I'm actually on that slide, Industry Sources. So we want it to the left of this. So let's move this in. Move it in to create space for the slide. Then I want for the chart, I want to copy this chart and return back and drop it there. Okay, now I can move this chart here. Let's make it visible. Make it big so it can be visible. Now, I actually advise as much as possible if you could buy more space for the charts, better. So you can make sure, okay, nothing overlaps. Okay, I could pick on the title of the chart. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and pick on even the text, also make them bigger. Yeah, so I think it's to be more visible. Let me turn off my ruler now. I don't need the rulers again to give us more space. Okay, so there we have all of it fully displayed. If you still feel you can do more with the text and the charts, the categories, okay, I think that's much better. All right, it's more visible, but this is overlapping, so I want to bring this particular one down away from the title a little bit. Then I might want to pick the title up just to make my slide better visible. Okay. Right, if it's not, then I'm going to pick on this and expand it. Yes. I think that is good. All right. Okay, so now we don't have any overlap and every one of it. So let's move on to the next question. Now it says, make sure No words on the chart are split. Good. No word on the chart is split. That's what I was trying to ensure. Everything is visible. Sorry. The chart. We don't have any split words. Okay. And everything is visible. Oh, why am I going back to the Excel spreadsheet? All the data and labels are fully visible. Yes. The chart and its content do not overlap any slide item. So, okay, yes, it's not overlapping. It's visible. Once again, I like to give emphasis to the title. See if we can make it still bigger. Okay, yes, so that we can differentiate the title from the content, and it's not overlapping. So we are good. Go to the next question. Say, place a sun shape on the slide with the title Consequence of Global Warming. We did something on that slide before now. Let's check. Okay, here's the slide, Consequence of Global Warming. So let's place the star in there, or let's finish reading the question. Position this to the right of the 5 bulleted items. It should look like this. Okay, so let's look for the star. It's a shape. So we want to insert a shape, looking for star. Okay, this is the star here, and we want to draw it there. Okay, we have something like that. Yes, under the weather. So let's take a look. Resize the sun shape so that it has a height and width of 4 centimeters. So we want to come to the dimension here. The size 4.0 cm, and for the width 4.0 cm. Okay, perfect. So that is done. Now, edit the shape so that when clicked, the slide with the title greenhouse gas emission is displayed. Okay, we want to create a link to that particular image. So how do we do that? Let's click on this and we go to insert link. Okay, when we click on that, it's a link to a particular slide in that document. So you want to look for it within this page. Okay, so place to which of the slides now we have the one with the greenhouse. Okay, let me get that title again. I think the greenhouse gas emission. Okay, that is the greenhouse gas emission. It's here. Yes, thank you. So now before we leave there, it says place in your evidence document. I suspected a screenshot showing the link from the shape to the contact, to the correct slide. I haven't selected this. We want to do a screenshot of this. So I go to my sniping tool and let's get a screenshot of this. Okay, that's a good one. On the other hand, another way we could do it to make it look more, I would have loved to make the image to appear, but nevertheless, it's okay. Once we do that, got it. Let's go drop that in our evidence document. That's the last evidence. Okay, that should be question. Did we miss that? That should be question 29. I guess we placed the wrong evidence. Okay, guess this. Let me just kind of get another one here. That should be step 29 actually. So that means somewhere the evidence, we had a mistake on the evidence. Alright, get my snipe again. Get a screenshot again of that. So let's check the link which was given. Alright, so let's take a screenshot of that again. Very well. And let's drop that. Okay, so that's the evidence to that step there. Sorry. Okay, and let's go back to the PowerPoint. Yes, that has been effected. Let's get to the question. I haven't done that. Now save the presentation, print the full presentation as handouts in portrait orientation with 2 slides to the page, each filling half of the page. 2 slides to a page. So to print that now, we want to go to File. Let's go to our print. Once again, I'm using the PDF. Then here we want to select all slides, and here we are printing 2 slides to a page. Here that's it, and it's on portrait, not landscape. Orientation is portrait, not landscape. So you've done that, then you can print. And if you have a printer connected to it, you can easily do that, or you could just print it out to PDF, like I'm doing, and give it a name, printout 3. That way all your printouts are well organized when you are ready. If you don't have your printer directly connected, or if you do, you can easily get your printouts intact. Now once you've done that, that's about all for the presentation. Quite simple and short. Now print your evidence document. If you've been able to print all other documents, this won't be an issue. Let's take a look at our evidence documents again. Alright, so from the beginning of my solutions on this year, we've worked on the document production, where we have the file name and we have the style. Then we moved over to the data manipulation, that's a database. We have the structures of the 2 tables. We have the relationship showing the one-to-many. Then we have the equation which was used to calculate the average on the reports. Then we moved over to the next evidence, which showed a form. Then we showed also the number of screenshots showing the form with the drop down. We showed the unique value. Then we showed the nationality, how we limited the form to only the list. Then we also had where we display the form with the value which we updated into the students table. And lastly, we have the evidence that shows the link, how we linked that shape to the correct slide. And after you've done that, I think you can print out, or once again, you might want to print it in PDF also, just to be sure that nothing goes wrong. Print it out in PDF, save it as printout 5. And that way all your files for printing are well organized. And on that, we come to the end of this particular paper 2. Having solved all the different aspects. If you've not watched the videos for documents production and for data manipulation, please do so. Watch the videos and learn whatever you have to in every way. And if you have enjoyed what you have watched, please hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel. I'll be so glad if you can do that. And lastly, hit the bell for the notification so that when I release more videos on the different aspects of the IGCSE examination, you will be able to get the notification and follow with it. Thank you and have a nice time.